Good morning. It's a frosty day on the farmstead, and we got to move chickens and ducks and the goose this morning. And it seems like we do that every single time we're videoing, but that's just one of our weekly chores. We do it almost twice or 3 times a week, depending on how much they eat the grass down. So, yeah, come along. So I know most people are aware that there was a TikTok ban going on, and people are all worried about it. And some people rightly so. We don't have TikTok, so we weren't necessarily worried about it. But I did have some thoughts um, on that in particular, and whether or not um, my opinion doesn't really matter. But I had some thoughts. Like I said, we don't have TikTok. Probably never will. But I'm not opposed to it if it helps grow our business and things, and that's mainly what I'm thinking about. So I was talking with a friend of mine the other day, and this was right before the ban. He was really concerned about what it's going to do to his business and how it's going to affect everything, and how he's going to be able to reach his customer base. And it got me thinking about self-reliance and resiliency. We are trying to live a more self-reliant life, meaning we're growing our own food and trying to have an income that doesn't rely on my normal job, which is being a fireman. And I don't want to rely on the government for my groceries. I don't want to have to rely on shipping and everything else like that for, let's say, eggs and for beef and those sorts of things. So we are doing everything in our power to do all that ourselves. I don't know what that looks like for people on social media platforms that need to be more self-reliant and not worry about if a government or an entity is going to shut them down, shut down their platform for advertising and for revenue. I don't know what that looks like, but I feel like the conversation should be had, and we should be concerned about that. Our self-reliance is this. It's having chickens for meat. It's having chickens for eggs. It's having a garden so that we can supply our own food. It's having all those things for us first, and then for family, my in-laws next door, my parents, friends and family that are local, and then it's also selling on our farm stand, so that we can uh, supplement our income and help pay for all these things. So what can we do to um, help each other be more self-reliant and not rely on TikTok, U.S. government, the name whatever it is that we rely on? Well, I think one of the things that we can do is help each other. So when you see on TikTok or Instagram somebody that is in your area that has a business, support them. Don't go to the big stores that have the big, huge storefronts that are doing the same thing that your neighbor might be doing for, maybe a little bit more price. Go with them, right? We talk a lot about in this country of having American-made products. Well, let's switch that to locally made, local business products. You get the idea, right? Support local. So what else could we do? Well, we could pray and encourage those people that are struggling with their small businesses. We could, offer to help. If you know of something that they could be doing that they're not, that could help build their business and take reliance away from um, government and things. I know I've said that already, but if you know of ways to do that, tell them and help them get through that. I guess what I'm really trying to get at is just support each other. Help each other out, lend a helping hand, and overall, just give of yourself.